The prayer this evening will be offered by the good delegate representing Baltimore County.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, this is a prayer that my father received from a friend, and I thought I would share it. It's called Promise Yourself. Promise yourself that with health, happiness, and prosperity, that you wish everybody that you meet happiness. To make your friends feel that there is something special in them. To look at the sunny side of everything and make optimism come true. To think only the best, work for only the best, and expect only the best. To be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are about your own. To forget the mistakes of the past and press on to greater achievements of the future. To give so much to the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others. To be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear. To promise yourself that when you speak words of criticism, they are spoken softly. And when you speak words of appreciation and praise, they are done with vigor and enthusiasm. And finally, to promise yourself to try and do as good as you can. I pray that God gives us the strength, wisdom, and drive to make these promises come true. Amen.
Amen. Quorum call.
Madam Speaker.
Has everyone recorded their presence? If so, the clerk will take the call. There being 128 members present, the House is now in session. To orders, petition, memorials, and other papers. Recognizing the good delegate representing Prince George's County.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good evening, Madam Speaker, colleagues, and visitors. Welcome to the first Monday of Women's History Month. We are just 24 days from opening day at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. That makes today ideal for honoring a woman who has been a trailblazer in her profession and in Major League Baseball. Nicole Sherry has been the head groundskeeper for the Baltimore Orioles since November 2006. Ms. Sherry is one of only 2 women in Major League Baseball's 121-year history to be a head groundskeeper, and she was the first woman ever to be named the Professional Facilities Director for the National Sports Turf Managers Association's Board of Directors. She maintains the grounds of the highest profile grass field in the state of Maryland and is the envy of the entire league. She is recognized as a prominent national leader in her field, both for her technical skills and also her pioneering spirit. Along with her professional accomplishments, Ms. Sherry is a role model for girls from around our state who are interested in pursuing careers that have traditionally been dominated by men. Nicole Sherry has risen to the top of her profession and is respected across the country. The Women's Caucus is thrilled to celebrate her success and to have her recognized by the Maryland General Assembly as an extraordinary citizen. She is a proud resident of District 5 in Carroll County. As you walk through the gates at Camden Yards this spring, and I know many of you will be present on opening day, and you see that magnificent green natural grass field in front of you, I hope you'll smile, remembering that we lauded the head groundskeeper, Nicole Sherry, on this day. Congratulations, Nicole. Go O's.
Will the reading clerk please read the resolution in full?
Be it hereby known to all that the House of Delegates of Maryland offers its sincerest congratulations to Nicole Sherry, head groundskeeper of the Baltimore Orioles, in recognition of being an outstanding role model for girls all over Maryland who wish to pursue careers traditionally done by men, and your contribution to the Orioles' success as one of only 2 women in Major League Baseball's 118-year history to be head groundskeeper. The entire membership extends best wishes on this memorable occasion and directs this resolution to be presented on this 4th day of March 2024.
great, Chair.
Recognizing the good delegate representing Howard County for House Resolution. You can stand.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. On behalf of the delegates of District 9, I would like to introduce the students of Mount Hebron High School, winners of the 2023 National Championship of the National Economics Challenge, the premier national competition in academic economics. They are in the gallery behind us, and these students beat other Maryland teams to win the state challenge, and then they advanced to compete in New York City last May to beat the other state champions and win the national title. Congratulations, Mount Hebron High School.
Will the reading clerk read the resolution in full?
Be it hereby known to all that the House of Delegates of Maryland offers its sincerest congratulations to the Mount Hebron High School National Champion Economics team in recognition of your hard work all year and in winning the national championship at the 2023 National Economics Challenge, the premier national competition in academic economics. The entire membership extends best wishes on this memorable occasion and directs this resolution to be presented on this 4th day of March 2024.
Introduction of House bills. The clerk will read the bills and their committee assignments.
House Bill 1517, Delegate Tarasa. House Rules. House Bill 1518, Delegate Rosenberg. House Rules. House Bill 1519, Delegate Kerr. House Rules. House Bill 1520, Delegate Salmon. House Rules by order of Sylvia Siegert, Chief Clerk.
Clerk will read the bond initiatives and the committee assignment.
Introductory House Bond Initiatives number 55, February 26, 2024. Introductory House Bond Initiatives number 56, February 26, 2024. Introductory House Bond Initiatives number 57, February 26, 2024. Refer to appropriations. So, Introductory House Bond Initiatives number 58, February 26, 2024. Refer to appropriations.
Message from the Senate, consent calendar number 13. Senate bills introduced in the House. The clerk will read the first bill and committee assignment.
Senate Bill 36, Senator Benson, Judiciary.
Recognizing the majority leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. So much be considered the reading of Senate Bill 36, be considered the reading for all the bills on the calendar.
Hearing no objections, the bills are read the first time and referred to the appropriate committee. That ends the work at the desk. Delegation announcements. Any delegation announcements? Seeing none. Any caucus announcements? Chair of the Democratic Caucus.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, the House Democratic Caucus will be meeting tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. in the Prince George's County Delegation Room. Thank you.
Recognizing the Republican Caucus Chair.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The Republican Caucus will be meeting tomorrow morning in the Baltimore City Delegation Room at 8:45. 8:45.
Okay. And we're going to take the time to do, excuse me, Veterans Caucus.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just want to remind all the members of the veterans, thank you, Madam Speaker.
I just want to remind all the members of the Veterans Caucus that the breakfast with the governor is this Thursday. Make sure you RSVP by tonight. Thank you.
Is there any other caucuses? Okay. Recognizing the gentlelady representing Baltimore County for Women History Moment.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, in recognition of Women's History Month and on behalf of the women legislators of Maryland, I want to honor a very special Maryland woman tonight. She was born in Baltimore in 1939. She attended Western High School. Go ahead and get excited about that. I know, all right. And the Maryland State Teachers College at Towson. Right? She studied elementary education and began teaching deaf students in Baltimore in 1961. In 1964, she transferred to Baltimore County Public Schools, where she worked for another 24 years as a teacher, a principal, and administrator. Now, this remarkable woman continued to teach special children. She was inspired by her own experiences with deafness as a teenager, while also continuing her own education. She earned a master's in deaf education and a doctorate from the Johns Hopkins University. Now, you would think that after working for about 30 years serving children in our public school systems, she might allow herself to consider retirement and a little relaxation. But instead, she became the only person to ever hold 2 state-level cabinet appointments at the same time, when she was appointed as Special Secretary of Children, Youth, and Families, and then 2 years later, as the Maryland State Superintendent of Schools. She was the first woman and also the longest-serving superintendent in the U.S. At the end of her tenure, after 20 years, from 1991 to 2011, Maryland State Public Schools were ranked #1 in the United States. So while I did not have the honor of working with her directly at the Maryland State Department, I did serve on the state board where I worked in a building that bore her name. And after nearly 50 years serving the schools, you would think that maybe she would consider relaxing and taking a little time off. But if you do, you have never met Dr. Nancy Grasmick. Okay. Dr. Grasmick has continued to break glass ceilings and to improve the lives of Marylanders. I finally got the chance to really know her about 5 years ago when I joined the board of the Kennedy Krieger Institute. Dr. Nancy Grasmick was serving as the chair of that board. And yes, of course, she was the first woman to ever have done so. So I've become more and more inspired by her the longer I have known her, and I am so happy to introduce her latest achievement tonight to you. In 2019, Dr. Grasmick established 2 leadership programs for students, one for high school students and one for college students at Towson University. Each high school principal selected a student who shows leadership potential to participate, and I was able to meet them and speak with them earlier this evening. Right. These students are selected to attend special leadership opportunities through their college career and their high school. They attend signature forum events with national leaders, and yes, even with some of us. They work on public speaking with TV personalities, and they have meetings on ethics and with business advisory councils. We have the high schoolers who are part of the Nancy Grasmick Leadership Institute in our gallery tonight. So although she has received almost every important honor possible over her tireless and fabulous career, it is one of my greatest honors to recognize my friend, Dr. Nancy Grasmick, and those she continues to inspire. If you're with the program, would you please stand?
Okay. Introduction of House bills. The clerk will read the bills and their committee assignments.
House Bill 1521, Chair, Health and Government Operations Committee. House Rules by Reverend Sylvia Seeger, Chief Clerk.
Okay. Any personal or guest announcements? Recognizing gentlelady from Baltimore County.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Permission to use delegates' names.
Permission granted.
Colleagues, it is certainly a pleasure to be before you this evening and to welcome, on behalf of Speaker Adrian Jones, Delegate N. Scott Phillips, and myself, Delegate Jennifer White Holland. Our constituents from the 10th Legislative District are here for our District 10 Unity Night. And so I would just kindly ask our constituents from District 10 to stand and be recognized. And colleagues, I ask that you give them a hearty welcome to the State House. Please join me in welcoming our constituents this evening here in the gallery. Thank you.
Gentleman from Baltimore City.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Permission to use delegates' names?
Permission granted.
Thank you. On behalf of Delegate Wells and Delegate Conaway, I want to thank everyone who came out tonight. Some of our colleagues were there. We had an awesome time for our District 40 night. We had some live music from Orchids. We had some amazing food and some amazing guests. Also, I want to recognize in the gallery our former colleague of ours, Delegate Roxanne Prettyman, who is here. If you all would please stand and give her a round of applause. And I also want to please everyone who came from District 40, came on down. We had 2 busloads of people, over 150 guests came. So I know some are over in the Senate chamber, but if everyone from District 40 can please stand and be recognized. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight.
Gentleman from Frederick.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. We are finalizing our plans for the Irish celebration, and I received my first check tonight, so let's keep those coming. Anyway, we are asking for a $30 donation to Teach for America. The celebration will be held next Thursday, March 14th, 8 to 11 at Galway Bay. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Any other personal guests? Gentleman from Baltimore County.
Good evening, Madam Speaker, and good evening, colleagues. Joining us this evening at the 10th District night were a group of women from Smith College. And so if they're in the gallery, they were joining my chief of staff, who's a graduate of Smith College, Vanessa Clark Brooks. So if they're in the gallery, if they could please stand as well. Also, Madam Speaker, if I could, joining me this evening for 10th District night was my daughter, Kaylin Phillips.
Madam Speaker.
Gentleman from Carroll.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Since I'm on such a roll tonight already. I've got some guests I'd like to introduce coming from District 42C, my parents up there. And then I've got an aunt and some uncles from Glen Burnie from District 32. Uncle Gary, Uncle Terry, and Aunt Susan. Or Aunt Kathy, Aunt Kathy. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Any other personal or guest announcements?
Madam Speaker.
Gentleman from Prince George's.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and happy Women's History Month, colleagues. Today, I am proud to be visited by the woman that I love, who, because of her, has impacted me and allowed me to be here because of her love for my grandfather, and deciding to keep my mother. And now, through her, I am here all the way from Memphis, Tennessee. My grandmother, Ollie Proval.
Any other personal or guest announcement? Okay. The pages come forward. Recognizing the protocol chair.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I cannot say, come on down, you sunshines, because you're here already. But that's okay. Y'all know what I was going to say. It's going to be a fun week, I can tell already, because the weather outside was gorgeous today. So it's going to be a fun week, even though it's going to rain a couple of days, but we ain't going to let that spoil our week, are we, sunshines? We're going to get in here and work for these nice delegates. Now, you know the drill. Yeah, you know what to do, because here I am. When I call your name, okay, I want you to stand up and wave to all the delegates. You got the drill? All right. First up, Nikolai Brody, Jr., Baltimore County, District 6, Overly High School. Ezra Burke, Wycomico County. Did I? Oh, shucks now. District 37A, Parkside High School. Chloe Gautier, Hartford County, District 35A, Hardy Grace High School. Sidney Gunther, Charles County, District 28, St. Charles High School. William O'Donnell, Talbot County, District 37B, Eastern High School. Margaret Raff Gab, I'll get it right, Calvert County, District 27B, Northern High School. Aaron Robinson, Baltimore City, District 40, Marvell Vocational High School. Jackson Taylor, Montgomery County, District 19, Rockville High School. And finally, Julian Zimmerman, Washington County, District 2A, Bullsboro High School. All right, you sunshines. I want you. Did I miss anybody? I think I got you. I got you this time. I got you. But guess what? You got us 1 week, and you're going to do a good job, because my sunshines are the best, y'all. So, sunshines, you have a good night. You can part yourself to each side. Madam Speaker, may I just get one little moment? Okay.
Go ahead.
We almost there, Madam Speaker, almost there. We are close to 100, and I think we're doing a good job. We have some wonderful delegates in here. Besides one that he's still Holland, he's still waiting for the last name. But I want everybody to know where your protocol dues go. It is important. I've been asked, Madam Speaker, so I'm just going to tell them just a couple of things. Your birthday, which is your good day. For anybody that needs flowers, I do that. It's for just, sometimes it was for Sadida, but that's okay. If I don't do Sadida this year, I want you to know we're going to do something for these wonderful delegates for the 90-day session that y'all been so good to Madam Speaker. I want y'all to know, and working together as a family. So, Madam Speaker, thank you very much for selecting me to be protocol chair again for the second time. Thank you. I love this job. I want y'all to notice, and y'all are wonderful, and I love all of you, all 141 of you. And y'all have a good night. Thank you.
Okay. Recognizing the good gentleman from Anne Arundel County.
Well, that's a tough act to follow, and I love most of you. But I would just like to say, I would like to announce the Doctor of the Day. My first time in 10 years I was asked to announce the Doctor of the Day. Dr. Omer Bajwa, MD of District 30B, Internal Medicine Chief Resident for Luminous Health. The medicine residency program involved in teaching and training of all resident positions for Anne Arundel County Medical Center. Welcome, sir. Thank you.
Gonna get me?
Good gentleman from Anne Arundel.
Just a quick reminder, everyone, the basketball caucus will be meeting tonight at 8:30 on the dot. 8:30 on the dot, St. Mary's High School, basketball caucus. See you there. We can make it. Come on.
Any other announcements? Okay. Quorum call.
Madam Speaker.
Has everyone recorded their presence? If not, the clerk will take the call. There being 129 members present, the House is still in order. Recognizing the majority leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the House stands recessed until Tuesday, March 5th at 10 a.m., legislative date February 26th.